Welcome to Marantz Rantz, no advice on finance. Spin the wheel and take a chance. Get an NFT and a little education. The system got undertow, that knowledge is flotation. You wanna learn? Well, you came to right place. You pumping AMC, might get slapped in the face. Get your due diligence, know who the villain is. Don't be a sheep when the shepherd's carnivorous. So come learn, laugh, and maybe you win big. And listen up, y'all, the wheel is not rigged. Everybody get a chance in the live chat. Kyoto spin wheel, you win just like that. Retail fight back and this retail winning. Y'all just wait, man, this is just the beginning. All fellow simians, GME group singing the truth. We just chillin', infinity pool swimming. So welcome to Marantz Rantz. A lot of knowledge but no advice on finance. Don't even need pants, you can tune in naked like Kenny the Mayo Man. Internet's most hated. Don't wanna lose your money, then it's time for you to listen. If you're ignorant, invest in AMC or Superposition. The stream about ready, they told us to don't dance. I do what I want. Welcome to Marantz Rantz. 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 Welcome to Marantz.
You know what it was? I was sitting there, and I was acknowledging that Justin Bieber had the greatest concert of all time, his second concert, not the first one. When I say all time, you guys don't understand what I mean by that. But I'm going to elaborate because it has a lot to do with my investment style, what I'm going through in life, and Justin just knows how to clear it all up. So shout out to JB, shout out to Golden Voice and Coachella for putting them on and him performing at a high level. And yeah, I got to meet a lot of cool people that were in town. Holy shit. Hold on. Spadigan with Spadigan. Come on, bro. This is crazy. Spadigan coming through with a super chat that's going to keep us here all night. It says, Marantz, I am passionately trying to get help from you. All you have offered me was taking off your shirt. My name is not Tony D's Nuts De Niro. Please call the boys up in Hermouse. They can do more for me than they can do over there at this point. Cheers, brother. I have no idea what the hell you're saying to me, Spadigan. I love you, brother. Thank you for love and support of the channel. I was about to tell you guys about the largest donation that we've ever had on the show, and that's why I want to acknowledge something right now. And I don't tell you guys this stuff. You know, there's business partners involved. You guys probably don't think this is true, but why don't you go talk to Matthew Golby, okay? Matthew Golby, who is the creator, CEO, chairman of the board, all the above for Hosco. BeTheHoss.com has officially sponsored the show, and he gave me the largest donation in the history of the show. And he did that because he and I had conversations in the past, and I never disclosed any of this, and he never did either, and we just don't talk about it like that out loud. But I want to acknowledge him tonight. I told him I would. He said, do whatever you want with the brand. You know you're a brand ambassador, and I support you, and I trust you. Matthew, you know this is factual, what I'm telling the people. Matthew made a large donation to the show, and he said, it's on you, bro. And you know why he did it? And it's the same thing with Derek the other night or with Freddie Bauer or anyone else. The idea is that we'll make the show better, that we'll give away more, and or we'll have better equipment, and we'll just keep doing more. So I just want to say thank you to BeTheHoss.com and Hosco. I know he supports GameStop, so that's why I support him. And I continue to buy every hat and shirt that I can from the website because I know every dollar going to Matthew and his company is a GameStop dollar. Just like if there were dollars here in this channel, the same way, even Spadigan with a super chat, those are GameStop dollars because I tell you where I spend my money, and I'll tell you how I do it. So that's just part of the ecosystem we build here in this channel. I just want to say thank you. That's my way of saying thank you, guys. You don't have to do it. No one begged you for it. No one put anything to your head for it. It's just thank you. So shout out to BeTheHoss.com. Check them out. Hosco, all the hats, all the shirts I wear. So shout out to Hoss. Shout out to Matthew Golby. That's who runs that show. And shout out to all the followers and the guys who are in the GME OG channel on our Discord. That is one that you have to get invited to. Let me tell you something. If you still have access to our private channel, then you know who you are. And that means that you're an important person in this movement, in this community. And if you're not in that conversation yet, keep hanging out with us. I mean, you got to put years of work in there. There are guys in there who've been with me for almost 5 years plus. But with that being said, we're not even talking stock yet. We're not even going that route because it's a day of celebration. If you guys do not know, we officially broke 15,000 subscribers on the show. I knew it was coming. I knew we could break the levee, and all it is to spam out as many videos as possible with the giveaway we did the other night, where we hit the street and we brought awareness to GameStop, the brand, and what we do. So thank you to everyone who's helped me along the way. Thank you for people like Trove, the moderators. I don't have to name them, but there's the other unsung heroes that are out there. The Michael Venutis, the Powerhouse, B-Dog, Amber, the Sharon. Oh my God, Sharon saves my life every week with Trash Day. And I think she's always been a huge supporter of me, even through the artwork, everything she's ever sent me. But there's guys out there. You know who you are. And I'm very thankful. Some of you guys have my personal cell phone number. You wouldn't have that. You wouldn't have access to me offline if you didn't matter to me. So what does it matter? Why does it matter? Well, it matters for a lot of reasons. The things that we've uncovered, and shout out to Jay Kerwin. I know he's around. Jay and Frank, my boys, they invited me to dinner tonight. I couldn't make it. I was busy working up until this time. Then I knew I had to go live, and I wasn't going to put off another live stream. And here's why. I haven't been live in like 5 days. I've been grinding. We did a Thursday night street fair giveaway. We did a Friday night little bullshit ass video because my wife and I were hanging out, and we did go out. A Saturday we had wedding to go to. We had some other stuff. We had an aunt's birthday who had passed. We were at the cemetery. Went to dinner. I mean, my wife and I have been hustling for each other for so long. But I told her, hey, I can't put off today. But shout out to B-Dog. B-Dog says here, just spent damn near $500 at GameStop right now on power packs. I need help. No, you don't. Power packs have value. You want to know how much value they have? Check this out. I'm not even going to play you the sound on this video. I'm just going to play the video. So there you go. Boom. Okay. Oh, mute that video. There we go. While it's going, okay, while that's going, let it do what it does. Let it do what it does, what it do, what it does, what it do, what it does. Go ahead and watch it. It's fine. Just give me a second, okay? Yeah, get at me. I'll give you sound. There you go. Right now, I'm gonna tell you why. Aside from the damn Spadigan splashing the pot, doing what he does. Thank you, Spadigan, by the way. I want to tell you guys. I was telling you something until I got caught off guard. Keep killing it, brother 51. You'll never understand the impact you have on most of us. One love, 2 boats in a helicopter. Get it right. 34 months, Michael Venuti. Hey, and he's a Team 51 member. I mean, he's the biggest, most extravagant supporter of the show. Team 51 members, the actual Team 51 right here on YouTube, they support the show like you guys wouldn't believe. So I'm very thankful for that. But you do get a free super chat if you are a member of the channel. You guys know that. Once a month. And you get to proclaim who has I know who's my longest lasting member. Besides Kyoto, I know who has the longest membership with me for the most amount of months. And it's my man Steve, guys. You guys are not on Steve's level. Steve, some of you are, but Steve is different. Steve has been with me on every episode since way back, 4 Flats and a Cadillac. I think Steve has done 60 months with the show. If I'm not mistaken, it's got to be like 58, 59 months now, officially this month. Because, guys, we're going to hit our 5-year anniversary on the show. We hit it in 1 month. Now, I know the date. Is it 420 yet? Is 420? Trash-ass date. These guys try to get me revved up on this shit. Guys, it smells like skunks out here. Really? Don't care. You do what you do. I'm going to do what I do. I don't smoke. There's no fashion for me to even want to do. You know what I hate? I hate these losers. Bro, if you ain't smoking, you ain't doing it right. What are you talking about? I got a whole life to live out here. I went to Vegas. I went to Vegas with Almo. Almo and I went to Vegas, right? And ask him if I was out there smoking. I was around them. I was around the people that were smoking, right? I was just standing there. I was like, yeah, okay. Got to wash my clothes after this shit. Smells. I'm good. It just passed me up in my life, bros. It wasn't for me. It's not me. So that's just where we go. Quick. What's the number to 911? Calm down, Alfalfa. Who are you, Spanky? Don't get excited, Tony. Anyway, here was the thing. So talk to my daughter. My daughter, she's an awesome woman. But my daughter goes, hey, I said, how was the concert, babe? You saw JB? I saw Justin. I saw him on YouTube. I just let it play, man. I was in here playing World of Warcraft. When I stopped playing WoW to watch a concert, that should tell you something. I stopped playing WoW. I was like, I'm in this. I'm ready to watch. Got in there. It was amazing, right? And I said, so how was it? Because she was there. She was in the hot of it all. She was in the heat, in the middle. She said, I cried the whole time. I said, wow, yeah. You cried the whole time? She said, yes. She's like, because it reminded me of when I was younger. And it came full circle. Like, he's healing, I'm healing, whatever it may be, whatever people are going through, you never know. But those songs will really capture it for you. But I started doing some thinking. Who would I cry for? Like, what celebrity, what person, if I met them, would I cry for? Makes you think, doesn't it? Like my dad told me the story about Paul McCartney. When he got to see Paul McCartney in concert, Paul McCartney comes out with, "Hey Jude, dum 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 dum." Yeah, hey, the sad songs make them better. All that shit. Hey, that man was crying. I've seen my dad cry twice in my life, but he told me that he cried like a baby because he had never thought that he would be this underprivileged Mexican American, whatever the hell he is, Hispanic, and poor, working in the fields, no money in the 60s. And yet here he was listening to the Beatles, right, on record, on little 45s, on the whole album. And now, 50 years later, 40 years later, actually, what happened? He got to see Paul McCartney in concert, live. He said, man, this is a dream come true. And that's what happened. So I think to myself, I ask myself, who's crying? Heard a story about a cousin of mine who's the biggest fan of Karol G. Karol G. She met Karol G's family. She saw them in concert, whatever it may be, right? Karol G's right there on the screen. And they cried. All right, I got to meet Karol G, whatever. I cried. I said, hold up. Is there somebody in music today that I would cry? I wouldn't cry for John Mayer. I wouldn't cry for Justin Timberlake. I wouldn't cry for Justin Bieber. I'd be like, yo, that's cool. But you don't see me getting hot and heavy for Emmett Smith and Troy Aikman. Remember, I give no value to anybody. But I thought about it, guys. I really did. There is somebody. I'm half asleep by when I hear JB is better than MJ. Sorry, but no. Get the hell out of here, Endgame. Endgame, it's your bedtime, bro. Not only is he better, JB's the man. He's still going, all right? He's 32 years old, still going. Swaggy P. Oh, man, this swag. Oh, so good. Don't get me started. MJ couldn't make a hit if he fell on top of it. He couldn't do shit. But anyway, back to this. I thought about who I would cry for. And I actually got to see Trump at a Trump rally, and I could have threw an apple at him. No, I wouldn't. I would never hurt the president. I love the president. I voted for him. There you go. Thank you. No. But I was close enough to see Trump, and I was pretty excited. And you're like, yo, and YMCA came on, and you're out there doing the dances and shit. Yeah, that shit was popping, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That was a vibe. That was a vibe. It went through your body. You got little goosebumps, bro. As a grown-ass man, if you get goosebumps, we got a problem. That's all I can tell you. Grown-ass man working out on the glute machine. If you're at the gym working on your glutes, I got a problem. I got a real problem. Tony De Niro's happy, but no. Anybody trying to make their ass tight? Pause. I'm good. The person that I would get excited, I don't know how I go off like that. Don't worry about me. The person that I would get excited about is Ryan Cohen. Yep. I'm telling you, if I ever got to meet Ryan, I would tell him how I feel about him and how I feel about this investment. And I would ball up in a ball, and I'd be like, this man right here, he's got my whole life in front of him. I think that's what would do it for me. So Ryan Cohen, you are the Justin Bieber of my life. And I don't mind saying it. I think you're awesome, bro. I support you. And that's how we do it. Now, let's talk the stock. Let's talk the market. Holy hell, what happened today, guys? Just saying. Stop with the dirty talk, Marantz. I try not to. I try to. I mean, whatever. Marantz's response to Lobster Boy on Discord had me chuckling this afternoon. Oh, Powerhouse. Yes. Let's talk about that for a second. So we had a guy in the Discord come in and blatantly ask for financial advice, which I have no problem doing. I can give you financial advice for the price. I'm a certified financial bro. I really am. I have my certificate from the School of Hard Knocks. I don't know if you guys ever went there, but some of us did, and we don't take nothing for granted. So he said he was coming into $10,000 soon, and he didn't know what to do with it. I said, okay, bro. Well, it's like we're a cult, right? I mean, I'm in a cult. I don't know if you are. I'm in a cult. Team 51. I wear my heart on my sleeve. Okay, it's up here somewhere. GameStop, Team 51. You guys know that. Anyway, I'm in a cult. So here's what it comes down to. When you're in a religion, or you got to pay your tithes, bro. So when you got 10 grand in there, come pay them. Put 1,000 down. Give me 10%. I want my tithes. Then I want you to subscribe to every YouTuber that hangs out on this channel, which there's like 7 of them. And I want you to buy merch from Trove, and I want you to buy merch from me, buy the books. Do everything you can before you ask me for financial advice, guys. Absolutely ridiculous. Ridiculous. Break that word down, please. It's a little ridiculous. Sorry. Once again, it just happens. My words just come out. They fall out of my mouth. Pause. So it was crazy, right? So I'm watching this interview this morning, and I'm on my phone and I'm doing my thing as I'm driving in, and this interview goes, talk to Trump, and Trump said that the barricade and the peace talks and the ceasefire is going to end on Wednesday. And they're like, didn't he say it was going to be 2 weeks? It was going to be Tuesday. And it was so emphatic to say, whoa, extend it. We're going to extend it to Wednesday evening. So it's like, he said Wednesday. And I go, wait a minute. Now I know why he's doing that. He changed his mind. Trump changed his mind. Do you know why? Wasn't he had an epiphany? There's a backdoor handshake somewhere. Backdoor. Anyway, somebody knows how derivatives work. Somebody knows how this market works. The ebb and flow of the market, the top to the bottom. Check it out one time. Oh man, I will do Justin Bieber songs the whole way. Just all my lyrics, every word I say will be Justin Bieber songs. I'll be sitting and saying, well, that's all I can take because I'm walking away. You guys don't even know these songs. Some of you guys don't even know these songs. Don't worry. There was a real Justin Bieber fan in the chat here. Who was that? Who was that was a real JB fan? It was Druggo, real JB. Thank you so much. Tito is your financial advisor. That's going to work. So Trump changed the deadline for the standoff, for the peace talks, or whatever the hell they're doing. Whatever they think they're doing now with Iran, Trump changed it. And I'm telling you, the only way I can see that changing in that moment was because of the stock market. So this whole world is played on you. I've seen bullshit the whole way. Somebody, did you guys see the clip that they sent to me? I don't know if you guys saw it. It was from the TBT. Hey, by the way, TBT's already taken, guys. I know you guys are doing a new little channel. There's this podcast coming out called TBT. I don't know what it stands for, but it's like Throwback Thursdays. That's what it should be, but never mind. Throwing it back. It's a whole different frame. Anyway, Platinum and her boyfriend and her girlfriend, they came out with the show, and then they took me out of context. Of course they did. Marantz said Challenger is a conspiracy, that they didn't die. Yes, they didn't die. I know it's hard to imagine there. Noisy, before you cuss me out and you cut the clip, go watch the documentary. They're still alive. And the point was that the internet didn't exist back in the 80s. They never thought that you'd be able to look them up and see them. Oh, but yet 6 out of 7 have the same name, the same height and weight, the same profession, and they still exist today. Maybe I just made that shit up. Maybe when you see the guy and you look at the video and you go, wait a minute, that's the same guy. And he goes, it wasn't me. Yeah, we know it wasn't you, Mr. Actor. But did I make that up, or did we not see the same documentary? Or maybe you haven't watched it. Maybe you're uneducated. Maybe you haven't been informed. Is that possible? Just like you tried to tell me 9/11 wasn't an inside job. What else do you got going on here, guys? Charlie Kirk, he must have just shot himself. Oh, COVID. What was going on there? I mean, we can go on and on about bullshit. You can live in your world. I'll live in mine. Mine just happens to go with Connect the Dots, where it actually shows you private equity manipulating outcomes and manufacturing them. Maybe you missed that part. Is that cool? Because no one's been able to dispute one line of this book, which was made by me. My words, my work. What could you say? I'll wait for you to dispute one word in the book. Buy a copy first before you do that. I'll still wait. 8,000 jobs getting cut out by Meta. You know what's crazy? Meta got ahead of the trend. I don't know if you guys know the trend. The trend was like in the 2000s where you put .com behind your name and then you're profitable. If it was going to be the EV companies, when they were doing all EV vehicles, that was the next big thing. Then there's the crypto deal. Then there was the Meta deal where they go, you know what? We're going to call ourselves Metaverse. They got ahead of it. Now it's just .ai. If GameStop were to change their name to .ai, GameStop.ai, Kyoto, I 100% agree. That would be like, I don't know, $5,000 a share. Oh my God, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you have to jump onto the GameStop bandwagon? Why can we give everyone else valuation for going to AI, but not us? I would love for Ryan to do something like that, just to fuck with them, but they won't. He's too settled. Too settled. If you guys didn't hear the headline, Tim Cook stepping down after the summer from Apple. They got a new guy in charge. Let me read his name. I wrote his last name. Tennis. Tennis. John Tennis. I don't know who the hell he is. I don't care. I don't care one thing. Why isn't Apple dropping in value? Warren Buffett stepped down from what he was doing at Berkshire Hathaway. They lost $100,000 a share. Apple, their CEO steps down, they lose nothing. What? So what's he worth if he makes no material difference? Because if Ryan Cohen left GameStop, the shit would tank to zero. Everybody would leave. Everybody would give up. So what's Ryan worth? I'm just curious. Tim Cook was never qualified. Good point. It's pretty damn good, bro. The world's just making sure the taco trade is always active. Yeah. Not really a JB fan. Just respect his story. It's impressive. Driving can interact, but you got my ear. Sounds good, Druggle. Do your thing. Drive safe. Back to the topic of the deadline. Yeah, back to it. I told my wife if GameStop said they were switching to an AI company, nothing would happen to the stock like Bird. Exactly. Just tuned in, a little bit behind live. Congrats on the 15K. Missed you at dinner. Man, see, I told you. I didn't make that up. I was really invited to dinner. They really invited me. If you guys watched that damn Power Pack is selling for $160 at GameStop. Do you know what the resell is? Let me explain something to you jokers out there. GameStop is testing the market right now for revenue and value and gain. Do you know how much a 160 is? And if you're buying 3 of them, 2 of them, whatever maybe you're going around, you're buying a whole damn PlayStation 5. Now, GameStop has all these cards. You guys don't even know how many cards they have. I do. They had 40,000 cards on the website and they vanished overnight. They had 15,000 and they vanished overnight. They're back to 15,000 again and they will disappear overnight because they have ways of getting rid of their cards for value and for profit. That's why their margins were over 35%. That's why it's increasing from quarter 4. Let me tell you something about quarter 4. Quarter 4 should never be 34%, 35% as a company for GameStop. Never in the history should your quarter 4 be the highest on margin unless you're selling at the markup that you're closing down stores, you're changing your logistics, you're doing everything right for profit, and then it's coming up. So I anticipate GameStop at quarter 1 and quarter 2 to come out ahead at around 35 to 38% on gross profit margin. You can tell me I'm crazy, but that's where I'll be because there's no way they do 35 when they're selling consoles and hardware and software all through quarter 4. That brings down your margin, yet here we are killing it with cards. I see it coming. Now that you have Power Packs live and running, I can't wait till these numbers show up on the books. That's what I really want, but I'm going to wait for them to show up. I'm not going to guess and be a dumbass like Jeremy who always guesses wrong. Jeremy gets wrong by like $500 million, bro. I don't even know what to do with this kid. I want to put him in a little tortilla and just put some butter on him and just be like, here, bro, this is the breakfast of champions. You guys don't eat tortillas and butter. I can't talk to you. I don't trust you, bro. I don't trust half you guys anyway, but that's what I got. So that's where we're at on that. I was going through my updates here. I have this thing I wanted to show you guys. I talked about it last night, but here is the truth of it all. I just got to shrink this, make this bigger, shrink this here. Right there. Yeah. Let's keep going. So there's a software company getting its ass whooped, right? Everybody's talking about it. UKG. Multiple software companies. This is Blackstone revaluing their other assets. Now, I want to show you something because UKG comes out and says that they're going to lay off 950 people in the latest round of restructuring. So UKG is going to lay off people. This is as of 2 days ago. and the restructuring. The restructuring, if you're going to be doing like any type of restructure, if you're going to do, restructuring officer, maybe I'm wrong, but look at what they've done over the timeline. Over 2022, what did they do? They laid off 200 IT employees. Then another round for 200 more cuts. Then in 2024, they said 2,100 employees, 14% gone. And why? Because Todd decided they need to invest into AI and customer success. In 2026, additional restructuring, including the closure of arguably right here, 300 employees. Then you go down and you say, okay, a Warren Act notice filed, California, 209 in Santa Monica office taken into effect. Approximately 950 are getting cut. Why do we keep saying that we're making cuts via tech, via AI, and it keeps happening? Like, you couldn't make the initial hard cut in 2022. You had to keep stringing it out for the next 4 years. Probably cost you more money. But then I thought about it. Who owns the company? UKG, Jennifer Morgan. How you doing, Jen? You look like a power broker. You look like you got it all settled out and figured out. Who is she and what does she do? Jennifer served as the global head of portfolio operations for Blackstone. Blackstone put their person in place in 2021 here at the company that they have been working it slowly, dragging it out, getting everything they can out of it, because right here you'll see that UKG disclosed some bullshit ransom hire right here. Private equity firm Hellman and Fried, which was the controlling shareholder of the UKG, they went ahead and sold to Blackstone, and now they're both holders. What does Blackstone own? Other minority investments are who? Canadian Pension Plan. I already showed you what it is. They're the largest majority investor shareholder, and they own over 20 to 25% of the stock themselves. Why are we looking at Hillman and Friedman? I've talked about these guys before, but listen to me about this pension funds that invest endowments and institutional investors. Their first fund right here was in 1984. They went to number 2, 826 million. Check out the trend, guys. You go through in 95, 1.5 billion, 2.2 billion, 3.5 billion, 8.4, 8.8. Not much over 4 years. Why? Because of the crisis, financial crisis. Then you went here, revamp, 10.9, 16.5. We're now at 24.4 in 2021, but it went down 3 years later. That should tell you something. That's a troubling sign. In the world of the Ponzi scheme of private equity that it is, or the lack thereof, I don't know. I can never get it right. Private equity is a Ponzi. Private equity is real. It's legit. I'm going to say it's none of the above. Okay? Here's my thing. They couldn't raise as much money as the last time. And I don't think they're the only ones. They're a massive private equity firm raising $24 billion per fund as they go through. They actually dialed it back $2 billion in a 2-year span. And now what are they doing? They're cutting bait with employees, trying to make things profitable, trying to get out of the way because AI is the investment. I don't believe it. I've been watching everybody move. I watched Wells Fargo interview today. I watched Jamie Dimon. I watched everybody speak around the topic. And what was it? How bad is it? How much are we exposed to private credit for private equity onto your publicly traded companies? And it's a lot. It's so much that there's $3 trillion in the private credit world. And I don't think that they're going to walk away from that. I think it's going to really be a weight on them. And what's the weight? What's holding it down? GameStop. We'll look at the chart in a minute, and I'll show it to you. But I also want to talk about GameStop fundamentals. You guys want to talk about difference? A year ago, 2 years ago, GameStop was charging $15 to grade your TCG cards. And now here we go. TCG, GameStop, $24.99 is what they're charging right now because I just did it. I did it already. Boom, it's there. So I wanted to show you that when you're charging, and we've talked about this, when you're charging an additional $5, then you're actually charging for shipping. So it's now $29.99 to ship out a card and get it graded with PSA. We are paying double the price. That's not a bad thing for people that want to get the job done and or get their card graded. What I'm telling you is this, that if we're getting double on margin and gap through GameStop, you're going to see bigger numbers than just $414 million this year. This year, right now, we're poised to make 650 plus. That's a massive increase even still. You're looking at 50% increase on net profit. You want to see revenues go up? Well, you just might. And why? Because what I told you last time, when you closed every store, you did everything, and we fell flat on revenue, which we did. We were down 4% year versus year. And what happened? We were still counting Canada against us. We were still counting most of Australia and Europe. And now you see the real profit, the real gain. It's in the U.S. market, and it's happening right now. Thank you to Power Packs. Thank you to Pokemon. Thank you to website of Power Packs, the physical Power Packs as well. But then thank you to you guys who are walking and doing it every day. We consume what we can, we eat when we can, and we go for it. But that $25 a card being graded, and we're grading millions of cards, I'll leave it. You guys know that. Here's the chart. This is the fun stuff for me. And when I look at this chart, it tells me something, right? Let's use this. Let's go to the 4 hour, and you see it there. So I told you previously that we would come out, break above the line, fall below, but you hold that 50-day moving average, you bounce right off of it, and that's your new level of support. Now, this has been a level of resistance in the past. If you guys are actually looking at the daily chart, you'll see we touched, broke through, but yet fought with it the whole way and fell back down. Touch. This is the same trend line the whole way back. What are we doing now? We're going to start using it as support like I told you. I got rid of the other line. I had another line here for you. I got rid of it because it didn't matter. The other line was here. Let me show it to you. It was like this. It was here. It was on the push down here and the push down here. So you had your push down and you had your breakout. That's your breakout. This is your zone you're messing with, but you're going to end up on top of this and you're going to play in this new area way up here, this whole black area here. That's where you'll be playing at with the stock moving forward because this line, this teal line, is going to just keep moving up and to the right. You guys can say it with me. Up and to the right. Do your thing. So that's GameStop right now. I know there's other investments out there people want you to make. They want other distractions. I've seen Avis come out. I'm not a part of that bullshit. I don't need to make money quick and exchange it and run it because these people don't understand. And you know what they don't understand? GameStop's only going to be more. It's only going to get bigger, and it's going to keep happening day to day with you understanding what your investment is. And if you don't know, well, then you haven't been hanging out long enough. Jersey Mike's is IPOing with $8 billion valuation. I saw them coming through, but we're bigger than Jersey Mike's, right? I mean, what's the idea? People say things like, I thought GameStop was dead. You know, I didn't think it was real. I actually had this post. Watch this. I'm going to show you guys something. I'm going to go post it right now on our Discord so you guys can see what I was doing. I was watching a video, and I went to go read the comments in the video. And this video told me something. The video was awesome, by the way. But the video and the comments in the video were just next level. Let me find the comments here. It says it right there. Yeah, boom. That's yours. So there's that. Oh, by the way, no, I'm not even going to talk about that topic in this show. No, it's disgusting. But let's go see this, what this is. Let's go back here. Let's go to the Discord. And I'm going to show you guys this comment, which this tells me a lot about the world. This is so this video was awesome. It actually was this little boy playing on a piano, okay? And he was singing Tevin Campbell, I'm Ready. I'm ready to love you forever. I don't know if that was a song. Or Can We Talk? It was Can We Talk? Can we talk for a minute? Now look at what they write here in the chat. I want you guys to pay attention. What they write. It says, sing, nephew. You need something from GameStop? See, they're trying to help you out, right? Like, we're going to get you something from GameStop because you did so well, little nephew. They actually said, sing, nephew, you need something from GameStop, which I thought was phenomenal. It's cool. Do you know what somebody wrote on there? I didn't even think they open no more, auntie. You see? People think we still have them where I live. So that interaction was in the comment of a video that I just happened to watch. But it helped me understand the brain, you know, the way they've manipulated people's brains. People could say GameStop, they see it, they want to do it, but then other people be like, are they still around? Is that really going on? Warren Buffett latest is doing stuff. Okay. Can we talk in private? We cannot talk in private. Not today, no. All right, guys. So that's that part. I'll close that out. We saw the chart. We saw the chat. We saw that we got a new labor secretary coming up. We saw the NASDAQ is not running with the Russell 2K and the S&P. Everybody's messing around. I don't really care on that end. I just want to tell you guys, I love hanging out with you guys. I'm thankful forever for every show that we do. But there's a lot to learn here if you watch every video. Little nuts and bits and pieces that you can take from the previous videos to the next, to the next, to the next. And if you guys feel that it's just too much to watch and it's just too much, then maybe you're not ready for this investment. Maybe the due diligence you do with this show is not for you. But I promise you, we're forever invested because the knowledge is there. Imagine knowing that they can't win. They cannot beat you. Only you can win. You got to get in. You got to do what you do. I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm telling you what I'm doing. There's going to be a time where I could buy shares again. Right now, trying to figure out some stuff. It's a little rough right now. But things will get better. We'll find a way there. But I'll keep buying my share a day. I'll keep buying my half a share a day, my $10 here, my $10 there. We'll figure it out together. But you guys, do what's best for you and your family. That's all I can tell you. I know Ryan Cohen is my main squeeze. Ryan Cohen has my heart. Ryan Cohen, I put that song out there at the beginning of the show called One Less Lonely Girl. I'm going to be one less lonely girl if I ever see you, bro. Definitely. I definitely watch every video. You know, I don't think anybody beats Burton on actual videos to watch. He watched like 1,500 videos last year. He was my number one fan on YouTube. So catch up to everyone, please. But you guys enjoy the night. We got a long night ahead of us. Every night's a long night because it just might be tomorrow. GameStop, MOAS, to the moon, short squeeze. What do they say? It's not possible? Oh, no, you don't know. Naked shorts, synthetic shares. Well, I'm using all the trigger words. Is that it? Am I going to get flagged and banned for this? Oh, is that it? Oh. Bitch, please. I just buy the stock. Enjoy it. Get at me. You know where I'm at. GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop. GameStop. I'll see you around, millionaires. Peace. Okay. Are we good? Are you guys here? Cameron Wilkins. Are you in the chat, Cameron? I just read your text that you wrote in the chat. Are you here, Cameron? I'm going to give you time to reply, Cameron. If you left, that's okay. But if you're here, let me know. Cameron writes, do you have any thoughts on Bed Bath & Beyond? I'm going to invest $10K into it. I have my own thoughts. Cameron, are you here, Cameron? Cameron, I pray you're here. Let me know. Type in the chat, bro. Yeah, it's gone. Cameron's gone. My advice would be for you, Cameron. I don't give out financial advice, but if I had 10K, me, myself, personally, to buy into Bed Bath & Beyond, I would do it, bro. I'd buy more than that. I would sell my house and my cars. I'd do everything. That's it, man. No, it's still around. It's around. It's Overstock. Overstock changed their name to Bed Bath & Beyond and changed their ticker. I'd buy it all, bro. I'm a believer. You think I'm a believer? No, I'm a believer. That's what I am. What do you think about that song, All I Can Take? That's a good-ass song, huh? I know. They're just good songs, bro. My boy's just different, bro. You know? GameStop? GameStop. It's iconic. Yep. Cell phone case with lip gloss on it. No? Bro, tell me. Go, baby, go, baby. Hey, is that a song for Bed Bath & Beyond? Go, baby, go, baby, go.
Marantz Rantz lit the fuse. Got me reading every move. GameStop on my mind. Every hour, every line. I study night and day. hands shaking, still I stay, working on fumes to breathe. Still I don't leave. I'm tired, yeah, but I'm locked in one more page. Then I'm all in, you said hold on, so I hold tight, then I rise up through the long night. Marantz Rantz, Marantz Rantz, GameStop stock, I'm all in. Marantz Rantz, Marantz Rantz, best I've seen, I'm not quitting. Wall Street talks, let them talk, I keep my eyes on the prize. Marantz Rantz, Marantz Rantz, you got me up every time. I've got bills in the dark, but I still know where to park. My hope in a name that turned hunger into flame. When the charts start to shake, I don't fold, I don't break. I hear your voice through the noise, like a call to deploy. I'm worn down, but I'm not beat. One more push, bring me to my feet. You showed me how to start the race, then finish strong with a steady face. Marantz Rantz, Marantz Rantz, GameStop stock, I'm all in. Marantz Rantz, Marantz Rantz, best I've seen, I'm not quitting. Wall Street talks, let them talk, I keep my eyes on the prize. Marantz Rantz, Marantz Rantz, you got me up